Molweni ma Africa, thank you for tuning in today. Today I want to speak about the ANC. I'm not sure if they are celebrating 100 days of the government of national confusion or they are thanking their supporters. But what is very interesting about this celebration that will be hosted at Lituli House by Cyril Ramaphosa is that the Communist Party has refused the invitation to attend the event. Why is the Communist Party playing so hard to get with the ANC? Why don't they attend the event? What is the reason? We must listen and hear from Solima Paila himself. I also want to speak about the statement that Collen Malatjie made last week when they were marching to the JSE. Guys, that statement is equal to treason. You cannot, I repeat, no matter how excited you are, threaten a sitting elected president that you will take over the presidency and you will push him out of the union building. If that statement was made by someone who's not liked by the media, for example, Ubonginkosi Kanyile, people will be on that man's throat. He will be arrested. He will be said he is inciting public violence and all of those things. We need to speak about this double standard of the media because everyone is now praising and making this issue a joke. Collen Malatjie has threatened a sitting president of a country and he must be treated as such. And also I want to speak about that statement that Julius made last week when he said, or 2 weeks ago, he said, Mama Naledi Pandor received some funding, some house bond funding from VPS. He backtracked on that statement and he said, listen, I was making a political statement. It was a political engagement. Must we believe that? Let's talk about that and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane, Zinjiva Sono. And we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, I want to speak about the ANC celebrating, well, the poster said 100 days of ANC-led GNU. They don't even know how to phrase it, but I guess that's the right way of putting it. The ANC is leading this government of national confusion, and the ANC has, gained more from this government of national unity from all the other parties. You can say that this gain is a gain that will hurt them in the future because now the voters of the ANC know that voting for the ANC is almost like you are voting for the DA or the Freedom Front Plus because they will give those people powers. But Cyril Ramaphosa and the Secretary General Fikile Mbalula have invited the Communist Party, the South African Communist Party, to say, guys, come and attend this event with us. We want to, celebrate this event, not actually celebrate, but, thank our voters and give some feedback as to the last 100 days. How did it go? And this is what Solima Paila said about this.
On the 100 days of the GNU celebrations tomorrow, we have rejected the invitation. We will not be going. Albeit it's been laced together with thanking the people who voted for the African National Congress, for which we're in the campaign. It feels sad, but we will not be going as a Communist Party.
Listen, it is about time that the alliance of the ANC show the ANC that they are serious when they say they don't support anything that has to do with the government of national confusion. It's very good that they are showing the ANC where they stand. And I think the ANC must take the Communist Party serious and take this action of the Communist Party boycotting this event as a serious indicator as to what is to come in the future. I think this is one of those steps where the bravery of the Communist Party is being shown. We've been saying that the Communist Party is like a dog behind a fence, all barking, but they do nothing. Now they have done something. What do we say about it? The Communist Party has shown the ANC that, listen, we are not going to be pushovers anymore. We are going to stand our ground, and we are going to, not be yes men anymore. I want to see if Blade Nzimbande is going to attend this event. He's a minister. Is he going to attend? Where does his loyalty lie, with the Communist Party or with the ANC? I'm very interested to see what is going to happen there, because Blade is a sellout. That one. He's a sellout. For me, he's a big sellout. He's the one that undid the fees must fall that Jacob Zuma did, So I don't trust anything that Blade Nzimane does. But I'm very excited to see that the Communist Party is finally taking a stance. There's something that Solima Paila said in this specific media briefing that caught my eye. It sounds to me, and I've said this in the past, that Solima Paila is happy to work and engage with the EFF, but not as much keen to work with Umkhonto Wesizwe. He's got something against Jacob Zuma. He's got something against Umkhonto Wesizwe. He even says we will not work with state capture forces. Did you guys hear that?
And even economic development. So in that regard, we don't necessarily rule out what kind of organization in a particular community our comrades will work with. As per the particular members that we have, organization that we have mentioned, we have not had engagements with them. When we were negotiating the possibility of a minority government option, we had felt we could engage with the EFF, and we started the process of engagement in that regard. But as you know, the minority government didn't happen, and we also discussed a wide range of other issues in that regard. But it was in the context of establishing a new government, so that we don't have to work with the neoliberal forces of the DA and the Freedom Front. And we also, in that space, by the way, indicated that we also did not want to work with forces of state capture that may be represented by the MK party.
One thing that Jacob Zuma asked when this state capture thing was happening, he said, what do you guys mean or understand by this word of state capture? The three arms of the state are captured. What do you guys mean when you say the state is captured? Is it the president's office? Is it the courts, the judiciary that is captured? What is captured actually when you say state capture? It looks like state capture means Zuma affiliated. Anything that is Zuma affiliated is state captured. But Zuma affiliated people were dealt with by the State Capture Commission, the Zondo Commission. And those people, most of them, Melusi Gigaba and all of them, Isma Khashula, you can name them, Brian Mulif, have left Bo Montana, have left the state. And now you are telling me, even after they leave, the state is still captured. He's contradicting himself, Solima Paila, because this state has shown us clearly that the courts, even the police are captured. I mean, they have said that the MPA has said, listen, they will not pursue the case or arrest anyone that was involved with the millions of rands, millions of dollars that was stolen in Palapala. So does that not also equivalent to state capture? What is state capture? Solima Paila. So like I said, everything that is that has Zuma in it is demonized. And Solima Paila, this is his biggest weakness. He's got something, a hatred, a form of hatred against Jacob Zuma and the MK party, willing, of course, to work with the EFF, but does not see that when it comes to progressive left-leaning, you don't have a choice. The MK party is going to be part of those parties. With the EFF alone, the EFF being a 9%, 10% political party, what is the realistic improvement that they can have? 5% to 15% or 10%, doubling their electoral to 20% is still not going to be enough if you don't have the EFF with you. You will always need, the MK with you. You'll always need the MK and you'll always need the ANC. ANC, EFF and MK, you've got the 2/3 majority right there. But these guys looks like they still want to divide the black vote. I'm very disappointed with Solima Paila's utterance towards the MK party. People don't want to judge the MK for what it is today. They want to judge the MK for what President Jacob Zuma supposedly has done during his 9-year reign as the president of the country. So I'm very disappointed with that. Let me get into the spokesperson of the ANC explaining that she does not understand why the Communist Party has stayed away from this event that is going to be happening just now, guys. They will be starting right now. And, that it is not a celebration, but they are thanking the voters for voting the ANC. Apparently 6 million voters.
Still believe that it was the wrong decision for the ANC to come up with this strategic position around the government of national unity.
Thank you. Let me tackle the first part about the SACP's not wanting to honor the invite to the reflections on the 100 days of the ANC-led government of national unity. And I do want to just correct what was attributed to the SACP, suggesting that it is a celebration. It cannot be a celebration. It's a way of accounting to our people through the voice of the president. There is nothing to be celebrating about because government must be working and working, with the vigor that it requires. So I do wish to clarify that there is no such a thing as the ANC celebrating anything. If anything, of course, we will also thank those that voted the African National Congress, as we should.
Yeah, some of you are just having spokespersons just for the sake of spokespersons. It's okay. We will allow it, like the DA, we will allow which sometimes you are choosing. Let me not say it. It's fine. We've got a spokesperson in the ANC. The explanation for me is the spokesperson was supposed to say we will pursue further engagement in explanation to the Communist Party that how they understand the government of national confusion and how everything is and what this event in the Tulip House symbols. It is not something that they should stay away. Rather, as an alliance partner, they should stay. Because as an alliance partner, yes, you do meet a disagreement. Yes, you do meet times where you fight with your alliance partner. But it's either you are in or you are out. And the Communist Party wants to play in or out when it pleases them. And the ANC should be voicing that disappointment to the Communist Party to say, listen, we thought you guys have our back. Yes, you might not agree with 1, 2, 3, but we would advise you guys to come. We'll give you the podium to say whatever you want to say, and then we disagree with each other face to face instead of absconding from this event. For me, that's what I would say if I was the spokesperson. Further persuade. There has to be someone in the ANC that can speak to the Communist Party, and the Communist Party can listen, and vice versa. This issue of the Communist Party, Bangala and the ANC, doing whatever they want, it's gonna end up in a heartbreak. But anyway, let's address this treason statement that Collen Malatjie has said last week. And guys, I'm telling you, if Bonginkosi Kanyile said these words, he would be in court. You see how these people are acting, this media. You see how these police are acting. Everyone, the way we are acting towards Bonginkosi Kanyile, we demonize him. He was supposed to be in parliament at this point. But because of some statements he has made during the elections, they have demonized him, and the MK party has decided to sit him down. And of which I've said Bonginkosi Kanyile was going to be the vibrant youth leader in South Africa. But look now. Let's listen to that statement one more time for those who have not seen it and hear what Collen Malatjie said about going to the union building and announcing himself the president. That's an attack on the presidential office.
To President Ramaphosa, siyeza nakuwe union building. We told President Ramaphosa that we will go out in numbers and do door to door for the ANC to be voted in. But it's not on an empty check. We went to the youth of South Africa and told them that the ANC leadership led by Ramaphosa will create jobs. By its anniversary 100 years, I committed to him towards elections. Maybe he thought I was joking. That if he does not resolve the structure of the economy in this country to reflect the majority of the economy of this country, we mobilize the youth of all corners of this country to go and close down union building and install ourselves as the leaders. If by December there is no clear direction, we have resolved that I'm going to install myself as the president of this country. It is clear that we can lead better than him. If by December there is no clear direction, we have resolved that I'm going to install myself as the president of this country.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's treason. There is no other word of putting that statement. If anyone outside the ANC was to make this statement, if I was to make the statement, if Lax was to make that statement, if Bonginkosi Kanyile was to make that statement, anyone else to make that statement, they will be investigating it. They will be taking it as a serious threat towards the presidential office. And like I said, with Bonginkosi Kanyile, they would have subjected him to court appearances. You know, because he is associated with the MK. So they were going to say, yeah, look at Bonginkosi Kanyile. The president is sending him, which is Jacob Zuma, is sending him to attack the presidential office of Cyril Ramaphosa. That is what most people were going to receive it as a big treason act, you know, to say, no, they are inciting violence. The MK at any time, they can attack union building and try to take over the presidential office. That is what people will be saying. And I'm saying this because I've seen the ill treatment or the mistreatment or the unfair treatment to Bonginkosi Kanyile. And I have said, listen, they are mistreating this man so much. Sometimes I even felt like the MK is not standing up for him enough. But anyway, this is what you have. You guys tell me if I'm right or wrong on the comment section. Please feel free to tell me. And, you know, I'm so disappointed that the media and everyone is not taking this as a threat, but is just taking it like a political statement. Speaking about political statement, political engagement, Julius Malema, the CIC of the Economic Freedom Fighters, has reversed on the statement he made about Umama Naledi Pandor. And this is what he said.
And then on Mama Naledi Shemai, you know, I was making a political engagement in that interview. It's a political speech. It's a political speak. And I raised her name, and she clarified those things, that she has never been involved in those things and all of that. And she wrote a letter to me to ask for retraction and all of that. And I said, look, it's a political engagement. I respect you so much. And I've accepted the explanation you have given, and I don't intend to pursue that line, because now there is more clarity on what really transpired. And I've sent that letter, and I don't want to engage with her in a public spect. He's one of the respectable former ministers of our country who's at the forefront of fighting the struggles for the total liberation of Palestine. Why do you want to go into confrontation with such a person? So I did not say that to want to negatively impact on her image or anything. I was engaged in a political engagement. And she came back and said, no, but you are wrong. I'm not involved in the way you are describing it. I don't know what you're talking about and all of that, and accepted that. And that's a political engagement. That's how it works.
Julius Malema made a statement that, even Miss Naledi Pandor has benefited somehow from the VBS scandal. Mr. Naledi Pandor came back and cleared her name. He said, listen, I only have one home loan, and that home loan is for my home in Cape Town and whatever. There's no such thing of me being involved with this VBS nonsense. Julius Malema has came back to retrieve whatever from that statement. But the way he was retrieving it, he's not coming out and say, hey, you know what, I've missed there. I've heard something in the corridors and it was wrong. I did speak to Mama Naledi and she did write to me and my office. I did apologize. I apologize for saying what I said. My sources were not sorcering. So I apologize for that statement. Upumelap. But then you come back and say, no, it was a political speech. I was engaged in you were in an interview. You were engaged in a political speech. You were in an interview. You were engaged in a political engagement. No, Buffett. You guys know I love the CIC so much, but no matter how excited you are, you can't make a serious, statement like that because you were engaged in a political speech. No, it's wrong. What he said was wrong. He was supposed to say it, that it is wrong. And that is why I said, for some of us, it will be difficult to be in some political parties because I'm seeing the people that were sitting next to him as he was making this statement, nodding and saying yes. What are they saying yes to? What is it? I can't be speaking to someone and I say, and Julius Malema, he raped that girl. And then later on, I come back and say, no, I was engaged in a political statement. No, it's either the statement you made was falsely accusing someone, and you need to retrieve it and retract from it and apologize, or you are just a plain liar. Because, like I said, the way he was to cover it, he was just supposed to say, listen, my sources were wrong. I spoke to Ms. Naledi Pandor, and I was wrong in making that statement. I apologize. That's it. Nobody's going to drink you. They can even ask you a follow-up question, which sources are those? And then you can say, no, I cannot reveal my sources now that they are wrong, but I can tell you that I'll never use that same source again. And then you are done. Don't accuse people of serious. VBS is a serious thing. Violence against a woman in South Africa, crime, corruption. Those are very serious things in South Africa that when you make a statement, it cannot be a haphazard statement just in Jalonje. You need to make sure that you are sure of your statement because as a leader of the EFF, we are not sure next week, whatever you say, is it going to be a political engagement? Are you engaged in a political speech or are you serious? You understand what I'm saying? So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for everyone that has donated to Peta, the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. Nyabonga, guys. Okay, let me not say this. We are also celebrating our 100 days. Why am I say 100 years? 100 days in Peta. Peta is about almost past 3 months now. So I'm very happy to be announcing some big things for you guys this coming week. Hopefully, keep fingers crossed. keep fingers crossed for us, guys. We are hoping that we will be announcing big announcement this month. So thank you so much, guys, for everyone that has believed in the dream of Peta. And again, I'm still looking for advocates, I'm still looking for lawyers, I'm still looking for judges, anyone who is in the law field who say they want to join Peta's legal mind. We need a legal arm in Peta to challenge any court cases that might come to us, and also challenge any court cases of mistreatment of African people in South Africa. Somebody must stand up for African people in South Africa, whether it's unfair dismissal, rape cases, abuse, whatever it is, racism, and all of those things. We need what you call a legal arm that can stand up for our people. So as you are donating to Peta, you are also contributing to that idea of developing a legal arm team. So if you are one of those people who want to donate or want to speak to me about the legal arm, our WhatsApp details are here on the screen. Make sure that you contact us. Thank you so much, guys, and God bless you so much. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.